Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Sujoy Bhattacharya, and I belong to EssProm Academy. Now, EssProm Academy is basically a company which is involved in training and skilling process for students and professionals. And this particular webinar is one of the various webinars that we do in order to spread awareness about various technology topics among professionals and students. So today we will be talking about different kinds of applications that are used to automate various financial functions. So that is going to be our specialization today. And whoever has joined, great, most welcome. And if you want somebody else to join, please forward the joining link to them and ask them to join ASAP so that they are also aware of the various opportunities in this area. So I'll start sharing my slide and then we will talk about it. The arrangement of this webinar will be something like this. So I'll be talking about the general idea of different kinds of financial applications in the first 20 minutes or so, followed by Ms. Moshumi Das. She is a professional in the area of ERP NetSuite, which is one of the packages that we extensively work on and has a lot of opportunities. So she will be talking about some opportunities in her area. Followed by Mr. Shopon Shatpoti, who is the director of EssProm Consultants, who deals with various international clients in the areas of financial ERP and also analytics. So he'll be talking about some opportunities in those areas. So without any further delay, let me share my screen and then we will talk about it. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yep.
And okay, so moving forward, let me just tell you a little bit about the EssProm group. Now, this EssProm group is about a 11-year-old group of companies. We operate out of Kolkata, out of Hyderabad. And we also have offices in Australia and Singapore and other offices coming up in the Western Hemisphere very soon. And we work mainly in the area of ERPs, CRMs like EPM, ERPs like NetSuite, and various analytics packages. And EssProm Academy is a sub-entity of the EssProm group, and this works mainly in the area of skilling of people in these particular areas and to spread awareness about various applications that are available in this area. So this is like our portfolio, and if you want any further information, you are welcome to visit esspromacademy.in, which is our website, and you can get more information. However, this particular webinar that we are doing is strictly informational in nature, and we will cover various financial applications, not necessarily the ones which EssProm work on. This is basically something that we are doing to spread awareness in this whole area. Now, giving a little going back about, let's say, 5 to 7 years back, there was a lot of emphasis on graduates who are coming out with various computing and programming knowledge. Now, over time, what has happened is that knowledge of strictly programming and building applications has slowly kind of dwindled a little bit, and the similar roles have been taken up by something which is a little more advanced. Now, we hear outside that there is a lot of apprehension that AI is going to take away the roles of everything. of roles of the computer engineers. But strictly, that is not true. The way I would like to put that is AI is not going to take away your roles, but people who know AI are going to take away your roles. So it is AI is a tool, and AI can be used to automate some of the functions that human beings are doing today. Now, tomorrow, when AI is used to make this whole process of software development a little more, let's say, a little more easy and more convenient and faster, then of course, I mean, we must adapt ourselves to use these tools. And so that is a technology area which is actually coming up very fast. And today's graduates are expected to be up and running on such advanced technologies. We can talk about AI and other related technologies at in a different forum, but today we are going to talk about more of a business domain. Now, by business domain, I mean area of business, a business area which can be automated using any technology. Okay, so one of the business domains that is extremely important in today's scenario is finance. And why is finance important? I mean, all of you know that finance is something which is a central backbone of any company. Now, whether it's a retail corporation or whether it's a small store, or whether it's a medicine building company, or whether it's a manufacturing company, or whether it's a bank, whichever is the type of company, finance is something which is integrated with the function of that company anyway. Now, over time, what is happening is finance is becoming extremely complex, in the sense the companies are becoming diversified, in the sense they are getting spread all across the globe, with financial functions different in each country and in each geography. Consolidating the complete financial accounts of the company itself is a challenge. And then on top of that, there are various regulations that are followed by each company in each country. So all those regulations have to be somehow taken into account, and a correct financial health information has to go out to the company managers if they have to really use this information for the growth of the company. So that is why it is extremely important that financial functions are accurate, financial functions are done in a very efficient way. And a whole new area of technology has come up in this, which we call FinTech. Now, FinTech is just a abbreviation. It's financial technology. It's not one technology. It's all the technologies that together as an aggregate help to build and sustain financial applications. Now, under that, we have various other small buzzwords, keywords, so to say. Insurtech. Insurtech is insurance technology. Insurance is also a financial function. Then we have RegTech. RegTech is regulatory technology, because there are lots of regulatory requirements for each kind of company. So there is expected to be a extremely high growth rate in this area. And the graduates who are coming out with this kind of technology knowledge are expected to get very good placements in extremely well-placed companies. And we are not talking about road companies in the corner of the road. I mean, we are talking about big multinational companies which have complex operations in multiple geographies. So those companies are actively looking for people who can help them in this area. Now, one technology which is extremely important in this thing is blockchain. And the other technology that is extremely important is various kinds of automation technologies. Automation technologies in the sense, once a company comes in, you implement either a CRM or an ERP, you implement something like a NetSuite, you implement something like an EPM, so that you are able to automate all the financial functions. So somebody who knows that technology is already extremely valuable as far as their market value is concerned. Now, going forward, what are the kind of job roles that people can expect in this area? So, people can be product managers, managing one particular product, a particular application. They can be project managers, looking after implementation and support. They can be a developer, like a software app developer. It can be various kinds of applications. There is no limit as to what tools, what technologies can be actually utilized in this area. There can be, there's an extremely high requirement of AI/ML engineers and BI, business intelligence, data analytics engineers, because the high volume of data needs to be analyzed online in real time, and reports have to be given to the managers. We have already talked about blockchain, crypto, cyber security. You can all understand finance is extremely sensitive information. It uses a lot of cybersecurity, and all these applications that we are going to talk about today, whether it's NetSuite, whether it's EPM, are cloud-based. So if you know cloud technology, it's all the way better. There are some regulatory things like compliance, risk, regulatory technologies. These, of course, are important in the terms of finance, and also if like people who are non-technical in nature, they can go for the sales, marketing, and growth in these areas. Now, these are some of the job roles that are available, and believe me, just search in Google today and you will find out how many open jobs are there in this area. And there are very few professionals, trained, experienced professionals available in this particular area. So the trends, we have already talked about this, but just to give you a perspective of what are the areas, what is exactly happening in these areas, I wanted to let you know that AI/ML for finance is important. We already talked about blockchain. We have, like Web3 DeFi. Web3 DeFi is like Web3 based, which is the current web technology, the latest web technology, which is diversified, which is not concentrated in one particular, let's say, data center, like Google and the Facebook of the past. They were Web 2. Web 3 is diversified, uses blockchain. So, and DeFi stands for like decentralized finance. Now, financial data, you don't want your financial data to go and lie on Google's website. So you have to have a local control of your data. That is extremely important. Embedded finance in non-financial apps. As I told you, any and every company, whatever business they are in, they need finance. So FinTech is there in everything. We talked about regulatory technology, digital payments. All of us use it. It's a wonder. It's a global wonder. India has come up with this kind of technology, safe, secure, quick, convenient digital payments from your phone at any point of time in any part of India and even now abroad. This is wonderful technology, and that is revolutionizing the whole concept of financial engineering. Of course, we talk about financial automation. We will talk a little more about that, and the complexity of modern finance. Now, given this, where is India placed? Where is India placed? I mean, why is India a global hub? Global Hub India is because these are the four pillars. This is something which is not present in any other country, including some of the extremely advanced Western countries. We have a rapid digital adoption. Think about 10 years back, think about 20 years back, and think about today. The digital adoption has been phenomenal. Huge population of mobile users, mobile applications, everybody uses mobile for everything nowadays. A strong startup ecosystem, companies like every day few hundred companies start working in these particular areas. And of course, we have a booming service industry. For the other parts of the world who do not have the professionals, we have the professionals like you who can actually take care of that. Coupled with excellent internet connectivity, we can now work at any part of the world, sitting at in the comfort of our homes and enjoying the fruits of today's technology. So India is the best place to be in today's FinTech job scenario. Believe me on this. And it is, and you all, if you would really want to specialize in this area, you are most welcome to choose the technology of your choice and move forward. You can earn a lot in this. These are some of the indicative salaries that I have. Like, this is something which we have collected over the period from various sources. These are not like you will see a huge range, 3 to 6 LPA, 8 to 20 LPA. It all depends on your expertise and your experience. But whatever I have on the left side, if it says 8 to 20 LPA, 8 LPA is what you begin with. Even if you do not have a lot of experience, you will be able to land a job with this much of salary. Why? Because there is a lot of shortage. If professionals are required, companies need people, they will hire by paying you premium. And if you get your certifications done now, you are going to be market leaders, technology leaders in this particular area. Of course, international locations will pay even higher, but you can go international only after you kind of get yourself well settled and a good experience in India. You can move abroad. What are the skills that these companies want? So these are some of the skills. Now, Python, Java, SQL, JavaScript, these are some of the skills which you cover in the college. Whatever discipline you are doing, if you're doing engineering, you definitely cover this. Nowadays, even BCom graduates, other graduates cover some of these languages. And these are some things that you can learn at home. There are n number of online platforms, very good platforms available. YouTube is available, free for all. You can learn these technologies. Learn some cloud technology. Learn a good AI technology. Be an expert on machine learning. Learn natural language processing, or like a package called a Tableau or a Power BI. These are all analytics packages. If you know blockchain, nobody can stop you today. If you know MS Excel well, that itself is a huge boost nowadays. And of course, enterprise automation packages like EPM and NetSuite, Tally is always there. These are technology people's technical skills. And if you want like domain knowledge, learn about digital payments, learn about lending, that is loan technology, loan knowledge, how do you grant loans, risk management, how do you take care of that, financial markets, lending, and like stock brokering, so on and so forth. These are some of the other areas that if you are skilled enough, then the employers will be running after you today. There is no shortage of jobs. You can do a certification if you want. There are various certifications available. You can choose your whatever you like, and you can get a certification done in this your chosen area. And once you have, because certifications are important. I mean, you can learn a lot, you can be an expert, but until and unless you have a document to show, the companies will not call you for that interview where you can show the knowledge. So a certification is extremely important. Again, you can go to a training institute, you can do it online, you can do a paid, you can do a free. There are so many options available, but you choose your ways and do it. There are various fintech applications. Now, you might not have heard of most of these applications. Okay, so these are some of the applications that are there in the market, but these are not things that you do certification. Like certification happens for bigger business areas or technologies. These are some of the other small applications. Just to tell you the reach of the fintech applications that are coming. So there are more applications available. There are various technologies available. There are various business areas available. The field is wide open, and unfortunately, very few people actually think about this structured way of approaching your career. Please understand that if you target something, if you say that, yes, I will become an expert in this area, get into something, get yourself the necessary training, become an expert, send out your CVs, and we can guarantee you that it will not be like a wasted investment. You need to invest some time, you need to invest some energy, and you possibly need to invest some money as well. But I can guarantee you that money will be recovered within a very short period of time. Now, I wanted to talk in brief about the general idea of application. We will take the questions at the end, but before we go there, I wanted to highlight two extremely important areas. One of them is an ERP called NetSuite, on which Ms. Moshumi Dash, who is available on this call, she will be talking. And then we will also talk about EPM. So these are two applications which we wanted to highlight because of the various, we see booming requirements in these areas. So please listen to Ms. Moshumi Dash, who is a NetSuite expert with years of experience. She will be talking about how NetSuite can build your career. Moshumi, over to you.
Thank you. So, once again, good afternoon to everyone. And I have years of experience into NetSuite. And as of now, I have done around 15 to 20. I've handled around 15 to 20 projects. So I can actually give you a real-time scenario of the market and what you will be expecting from if you are trying to achieve a career into NetSuite. So first of all, let's talk about what is NetSuite. Basically, till now, whatever we have learned, it's actually a mixture of finance and technology combined together. So NetSuite gives you a platform through which small to medium organizations can handle their business data and host it on a ERP platform. Because as of the current scenario, we can see that everywhere the things are taken online. All the businesses are being taken online, and to host and to handle business data online, we definitely need a platform. So NetSuite as an ERP is offering us that platform. So now there are a numerous e-commerce platform. But why NetSuite? Because NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP. So when a company or a client start using NetSuite as their core ERP, whatever transactions, whatever business data, and whatever business decisions are being taken are logged into this platform on a real time. So whenever it is first of all, it is available across the team. Whoever different departments can have access to the data with specific permissions and that can be given to the specific departments. But yes, data will be available real time, reporting can be done in real time, so it gives you a better analytics. Whenever a team has to take a decision, a business decision needs to be taken, that can be taken in a real time without having to wait for the data to sync, or there won't be any communication gap between the departments. So this is why NetSuite is proven to be a better ERP. Now, since it is a single cloud-based platform, so it will help you to summarize all your data and make it audit safe as well. So whenever the company has to run through an audit, it will be audit safe, and it will be so there will be a better client engagement with the market. Now, who can choose NetSuite? So why will we learn and be certified as a NetSuite consultant? Who can do that? So it gives you a wide range of students can actually pursue this as a career, because since it has a touch of finance, so all the people from commerce background or a finance background, along with the CAs and MBA management and MBA students, can have a great career into NetSuite. Along with that, since it has a touch of technical, so all the people having a IT background can also have a career into NetSuite. Along with that, sometimes, since nowadays ERP is booming along with the cloud-based platform, so people sometimes after a few years of experience wanted to switch a career. So the people who wants to switch a career, for them NetSuite is again a great opportunity. Along with that, working professionals can can also work side by side on this NetSuite platform. So now, when we have talked about who can learn NetSuite, now we will also go with what are the job roles or the career options that you can have. Now, these are high level options. Along with that, whatever has been discussed here, along with that, there are very certain small modules and roles also. On those modules also, you can get a chance to pursue your career. But the most important part of it is it can be taken on a functional side, and it can be taken on a technical side. So when I say functional means those who wants to pursue their career on a no code, low code areas. Means people who are not interested in coding but still wanted to be as a part of IT, or a part of Big Four, or a part of product-based organizations like Oracle, or Amazon, Flipkart, etc. And people who would have an interest into technical side, I mean coding, they can also pursue their career into NetSuite. So the basic job roles which we get into functional consultants are NetSuite functional consultant, business analyst, since it manages business data and financial related data. So business analyst is also one of the great role which you can have. Other than that, commerce and people who have accounting and a commerce background, for them financial consultant is a great role. And as I said, that when a client wants to take their business into a platform called ERP or an e-commerce platform, then this is called an implementation, where we talk to the client, we understand their requirements and implement this into our NetSuite platform, so that their business and their data can be handled in one single platform. So the major job role that you get is an implementation consultant, and it's a job role which covers a wide range of job categories and opportunities. Other than that, with a few years of experience, you can also work as an IT auditor, which is one of the high paying and a very prestigious role, which mostly CA people can hire, but with the people who are from a non-CA background can also get a career as an auditor, as an IT auditor, by being a experienced NetSuite consultant. And last but not the least is of years of experience with the knowledge and with the years of, and with the dealing of lots of real-time data and business complexities, you can be a good solution architect. Now I will talk about technical consultants, people who love to code. They can also pursue their career. So NetSuite gives you some standard options and opportunities, but every system needs customization. So where comes the technical job role of a technical consultant, where you just need to know about JavaScript and that's all. So the NetSuite uses SuiteScript as their coding language, and it is completely based on JavaScript. So if you know JavaScript, you can get a career into technical consultant. And yeah, job roles are pretty much similar, like NetSuite technical consultant, SuiteScript developer, integration specialist. Integration specialist is NetSuite also offers you to integrate it with other third-party platforms like Amazon, Shopify. So you can, if you are good with Celigo, or if you are good with Dell Boomi, you can also be an integration specialist as well. And last but not the least is with the years of experience, you can be a great technical architect. And yeah, that is pretty much about the career options in NetSuite. Now, why? So we have talked about NetSuite, who can pursue this, and what are the options you can have. But let's talk about so when we are talking about a career option, we should know about the future of the domain which we are selecting. So now I'll talk a little bit about how the NetSuite has grown in last 5 years. So since ERP is a cloud-based platform, so it has been proven to be grown with a 100% accuracy from 36 billion in 2021 to 73 billion in 2026, which actually indicates a strong demand for NetSuite in the market. And since the ERP platforms offered in the market, 35% of the systems are still on premises and are not cloud-based platforms. So it gives a potential boost for NetSuite to be one of the leading ERPs in the market as of now. And it is actually serving approximately 40,000 plus customers across 200 countries, out of which it consists of large, medium to small organizations who uses NetSuite for various purposes, to manage their business, or to manage their reporting, or to manage their commercial and all the data as a data dump, or NetSuite is a part of a big ERP system in large organizations like one of our renowned organizations when we talk about is Unilever, or some Adani, or Net or Flipkart, where NetSuite is also even a part of a large ERP system. So that's how is the future, and we can say that from this trend we can definitely say that that NetSuite is going to grow in the next few years. And let's talk about that AI, whether it is AI safe or not. So we say that AI is taking our jobs, but AI helps us automate. AI helps us to analyze, and it also sometimes help us with the security innovations. But AI can never take your job, because when you work as a consultant, you share your personal experiences, you learn from your practical and market knowledge, which AI can never replace. So yeah, if you become a NetSuite functional consultant, you'll be irreplaceable in the market. And lastly, we talk about the salary expectations. So the salary expectations here is mostly 4 to 7 lakhs of LPA for a freshers, 2 to 4 years. You can earn around 10 to 18 LPA. Now when you become a mid senior to a senior consultant, here comes the magic, that you can pursue your career as a senior NetSuite consultant, as an auditor, as an architect, or you can also play the role of a project manager, or a or into so many roles. With the seniority you can earn, that's why you can earn around 20 to 35 LPA, and you can work in vast industries which can be consist of IT, manufacturing, banking, audit, and so more. And with a larger experience, with a higher experience like manager, solution architect, and higher roles, you can actually work in a diverse fields with a plenty of job roles in the market. As nets while you work as a NetSuite consultant, or you work with NetSuite, you get an experience with handling the finance data. You get an experience with managing the manufacturing data, with the uh, capacity planning, project planning. So you become well versed with as a to work as an auditor, to work as a into managerial roles, or to work as an analyst or an architect. So yeah, you can earn in lakhs to crores. So at the end, I would say only one thing, that if you learn it, you can earn from it. It will not go in vain. And definitely, it is going to scale, because we are changing into ERP platforms. We are taking, every one of us are taking business on a platform, on an e-commerce platform, and with the cloud and with the real-time data sync, this becomes a great option and is growing significantly. And with those few certifications, you can actually boost your salary more to it. So the ultimate goal is to earn. So to earn, sometimes we have to learn. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I will end up.
Thank you, Moshumi. Thank you so much for the informative talk. And just to let all the participants know, Moshumi will be doing a full webinar on NetSuite only, deep diving into the various functions of NetSuite and what all it covers and how to become a complete NetSuite consultant. That will be scheduled next Saturday. So if you are willing to learn more about NetSuite, please be in touch with us, and we will let you know. And that will also be a free webinar. Okay, so please ensure that you switch in. So now, going forward, I will request Mr. Shapon Shotpoti, who is a consultant with decades of experience and the director of a company which deals with various kind of financial automation packages. I would like him to throw some light on the areas in which we see a lot of growth and prospects in the future.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Thank you Sujata for the nice overview of the overall picture, and Mosumi for the deep dive into the NetSuite and the opportunities in NetSuite, what you guys can get and how you can help. And I'll cover primarily the EPM side of it, and at the end I'll try to explain why these products are niche. You might be thinking, okay, there are so many trainings are available in the market, why these products are like we are telling that this will give us so much salary. So I'll just explain at the end of my the EPM concept. So because EPM, maybe ERP is little bit of known words for most of the majority or most of the people till the time they're in the colleges, and because ERP is essential. Okay, so nowadays every business they need ERPs where the transactions are generated, the sales, the purchase, your inventory you are managing, the ERPs. So every small business now have started in 2 years, like the some kind of ERPs they are using, right? So most of us know what is ERPs. Now what is EPM? Okay, so EPM basically, so in the ERP, what happens, like from the sales cycle to the invoicing and everything, so all your accounting and everything is done in ERP, right? So all your transactions happen in ERP. Now, once the transactions are done, okay, so now we have to see you need to, the management want to see how the business is performing. So that's when the EPM comes into the picture, you see. So why EPM is required? Now in the ERP you have thousands and millions of transactions, right? Now that transaction data we have to somehow massage them and put into a format so that managers are all the CXOs can get a quick view of the data. Okay, if it's a CFO, he wants to see, okay, what is my sales over in the last 6 months and which product is doing more. Maybe product managers wants to know in which geography my product is doing better. So these are all this analysis, okay, that is done in the EPM and BI. Okay, so EPM is primarily takes care of the finance part of it, and when you take BI, the business intelligence, it takes care of the remaining other areas of the like transactional data, like all your sales, your purchase, your customers, inventories, everything is taken care, like primarily the BI side of it, and EPM all the finance part of it. Like especially, let's say if they want to see how my business is doing quarter to quarter, month to month, if there is how much my revenue is increasing. So this is the EPM. Okay, not only the reporting, there are few other things which I'll try to explain so that you understand a little better of the EPM, and then I'll try to explain why it is a niche and how it helps in your career if you learn it. So there are 6 benefits, like you can see, like it improves the efficiency, the decision making, because all the decision makers primarily use it. So you can understand, like all the common users use the ERPs, and EPM is all the managers and above to the CFO to CEO level, because this product is basically gives the summary data to the management. Okay, so that's why its EPM is so critical for the organization, and that's why there is so much growth, so much opportunities here in EPM. So it enhances financial reporting and analysis. It automates the financial close process. It's visibility across the business users, increase collaboration, and it basically strengthens the risk management as well. So these are the 6 benefits which the EPM covers. Okay, so the core functions of EPM. So if I talk about the core functions of EPM, so once the transactions are over, you need to know all the common expense to be allocated. You see, there are sometimes in many organizations you will see that all the salary is processed from the HR department. IT procures all the hardwares and softwares, right? Now all this, so it is happening in the department by department level. I'm giving some. So R&D, research and development, they are basically cost center. Now like if they are doing for multiple products and the business want to see profitability by products, so they need to consider the R&D cost incurred for that product, right? So this expense allocation, what it does is it basically allocates the common expenses, okay, for the organizations, and it allocates to different costs, like different other profit center, okay, so that you can understand what is my true profitability for a product or a true profitability for a department, and then management can decide whether which is basically doing better performing, so that they can take decisions accordingly. Okay, so this expense allocation is very critical for the management, and this happens after the transactions are done. Expense is happening in the ERPs, but expense allocation, it happens post ERP, which is in EPM. Okay, then account reconciliation, this is another very critical functions, especially when there are multiple systems, especially like the payments are coming through from multiple systems, the invoicing is also multiple systems, so they need to check whether every transaction the payments are done correctly, if there is any missing elements, and so those matching is basically, or the reconciliation is basically done in the account reconciliation tool. So there is some kind of tool which basically there are organizations who are doing reconciliations, they are using like a lot of manpower. Now this product basically drastically reduces the manpower because it helps in the automated reconciliations. The next one is consolidation and eliminations, which is again another very critical functionality of the for the finance, especially when there are multi-country or the multinational organization which has corporation established in different geographies. If they want to see their corporate numbers, or let's say there are sub offices, and they want to see their numbers, then they have to eliminate some of the intercompany cost, right? Intercompany elimination. This is some of the financial terms. So these, then there is some currency translation and everything they have to do to basically come up with a common currency so that they can display their management reports. Like if one country is selling a product in the INR and another country is selling a product in Singapore dollar, when you want to compare, you need to bring them into a common currency, right? So that is one thing. Then if you want to add them up, then it has to be some common currency where you want to roll them up. Okay, either in US dollar or in Singapore dollar. So that company decides which currency they want to trade. So that is consolidation and elimination, which is also very critical and product for the business. Then anyway, management reporting is the next one, which is where management want to see all their business performance, how they are doing, like what is their P&L, balance sheet, cash flow, and that is very critical for them. I'll come back in detail in the next slide. Then financial planning and budgeting, where so this is another very critical component, planning and budgeting. Okay, there is a separate product in the EPM product suite where planning and budgeting is done. So when you say financial planning and budgeting, most of the companies, what they do is they have to make sure, like they plan for the next year, like where they would like to invest, and where they want to cut the budget, where they want to spend more, what is the target for their sales team, so that they can put a revenue target for their sales team. So all this planning, so that they know, okay, how much would be my total net profit at the end of the year. So this is everything that can be planned, right? And that has to be very accurate. It's not that they will just put the number and then okay, they project. There should be some basis. And once the budgeting is done in the forecasting cycle, or when the actual business is done, like they will compare with the actual versus budget, and variance should not be more than a threshold value. I mean, let's say 5%. If there is a 5% variance for any expense line or revenue line, the department owner or the responsible person has to give justification why there is so much variance. So this financial planning and budgeting is a very critical tool. Very we give extensive training on this product, and so I think the next one is a management reporting deep dive. Here there are different kind of reporting are there. I just want to, so for your sake of knowledge, there is income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. Income statement is primarily gives you the how much your revenue is, what are the different expenses said, and what is your net profit, right? So for each month on month, you can compare your income. So across multiple periods, multiple year on year, quarter to quarter. So all these things you can do in the management reporting. Similarly, then the balance sheet, what you can do, it gives you a snapshot of your asset, liability, and equity. So this gives you a financial position of the organization. So balance sheet is the main report which you can, if you see that, you can understand how company is doing. Maybe a company has taken a huge amount of loan and they are making profit, but you never know the situation of the company if you see the income statement, because you might see, okay, they are making huge profit, but you don't know they have a huge amount of loan. So unless you see the balance sheet, you don't know what is the situation of the organization, right? Then cash flow is very crucial for the companies, especially the small and medium business, where they have to plan, okay, how much is their cash in hand, so that they can run their daily business, right? If their outstanding is too high, then they have to manage that. So cash flow is very crucial for the companies, so that they have to pay the salaries for the employees, they have to do all other petty expenses, and because if they are doing business, maybe it is going into the outstanding, their collection is not so good. So that's why it is so critical. And variance analysis, as I was mentioning. So in the management reporting, like there you can do variance of your, what is the last year to this year variance, what is the actual versus budget variance, budget versus forecast variance. There are different kind of variance you can compare between also multiple, geography to geography, like how is US performing versus Europe. So all this comparison also you can do in the management reporting. So once in the management reporting, so these are the primary objective or primary functionality what the tool is performing. Now I'll come to why these are so niche for you. Like it is niche, that niche is the product or anything will be very demanding only when there is supply is less. Now if we talk about why the supply is less, the supply is less because if you think about the technologies like SQL developer or Java or your DevOps, those or Python or something, those technologies, anyone, like there is free modules available, people can be get trained very easily. But the products like NetSuite, products like this EPM, so these products are you will not get a free training anywhere. You might see some videos in YouTube, but you cannot log in or you can do any hands-on. The reason is the license is very, very costly. Okay, that is the reason. Like it is, people cannot get trained so easily. The people do not know much about these products, and it is and you will not see in many organizations giving training on this. The only reason is this, because these are licensed product, and license is not so cheap. It's very costly, and that's why like there is a high demand. There is not a big resource pool has been created so far. So I, being in the industry for almost 27, 28 years, working on EPM technologies for more than 25 years, we understood the reason why there is always a demand and there is always a crisis between demand and the supply. Hence we thought, okay, so this is the way we can basically fulfill some of the demands in the industries. Okay, I think that's all from my side, Sujata.
Thank you very much, Shapon. That was extremely insightful and lot of information about the EPM as a package. So we covered NetSuite, which is an ERP. We covered EPM, which is categorized under a CRM, and there is also analytics package called Oracle Analytics Cloud, which is also equally lucrative, and that does basically all the analysis of all the financial data for a company in a very presentable way. So these are some of the future technology fields that are coming up, and these are some of the areas in which if somebody does some amount of certification, spends time, spends energy, then there is no stopping them in the career. But some of you may be wondering that so many financial terms, I don't know finance, I'm not of a financial background. Believe me, finance is not that hard, it's not that difficult. It just takes 5 to 7 days. You can learn the financial terms, terminologies, jargon, rules, business. Everything can be learned within a week if you really spend time, and then you can work on this area. It's not so difficult, it's not so alien, it's not so much of a problem. Now, given this condition, now that we are where we are, almost at the end of this, but we can take up maybe 2 or 3 questions. If any of the participants have any questions to ask any of our experts, we will be happy to take care of that. I would request you to just unmute yourself and put your questions if there are any. Or if somebody is hesitant to speak, you are most welcome to write your question in the chat as well.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, of course. Please go ahead.
Sir, be it economic recession or AI integration, we have seen enough layoffs for past few years.
Yes.
in be it fintech company or financial service company like ICICI, Amazon, TCS. So my
Yes.
question is that with AI increasingly automating the forecasting, reconciliation, and anomaly detection in ERP, EPM system, how should early career professionals position themselves so they remain valuable rather than replaceable in the next 3 to 5 years?
Can I take that question, Shapan, if you are okay?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So you see, this is a question that goes around in various forums. Uh, yes, there is a situation where some of the extremely repetitive tasks are being taken up by AI. Now, AI can possibly write a program which is not always error free, but it can write a program. It can analyze a document, it can draw a diagram, it can make even create a document. There are various things that Gen AI can do, and uh, we have to utilize those things. But if you look at the layoffs that has happened in the near past, you will notice that the layoffs do not generally target either the junior engineers or the senior people. In general, the layoffs target people who are somewhere in the middle where the learnability is low. I mean, there are some people called managers. These managers are not they know how to manage. They know how to manage a project, so on and so forth, but they are not technology oriented. So people who are junior at your level, you should basically focus on learning technology. And these, given AI is a tool. AI is, you apply AI in EPM, you apply AI in analytics, you apply AI in Power BI. So AI is an enabler. You should take it as more of a positive thing. So basically, what you need to do is, we don't think a package like EPM or a package like Oracle Analytics Cloud or a package like NetSuite is going to go away anywhere, or is going to yield any space to anything else in the next 15 years, not 2 to 3 years, in the next 15 years. So that's why we are doing this. These are the skills that you need to learn in today's world. If you are a good blockchain engineer, you can be secure in your job. So don't just depend on your Python knowledge, your SQL knowledge, or your C, Java, JavaScript knowledge. These are things that can be replaced. But once you know a business, once you get into a domain, I'm sure it's going to be a foolproof, not for 2 to 3 years, for much more.
Just I want to add a couple of points here, Sujata.
Yes.
And Imran. So there are two perspectives. One perspective is from the IT service industry side, and one perspective is from your customer side. Okay. So the AI helps us in summarizing. AI helps us, basically making people efficient, right? Now, if you think from a business standpoint, like if let's say a person is running a business, or a company is running a business, so they had to spend time on analysis, and maybe there are places where they need to spend more time, like I talked about account reconciliation, stuff like that. Now, if that focus, like they might have 10 or 20 things pending in his to-do list. Now, if that time is basically is saved, he can focus, or they can also implement some other software which is also required and which is in another pipeline, right? So what I have seen in the Indian industry, maybe there are they need 2 or 3 more additional, like let's say apart from ERP, they need EPM, or they might need the CRM on all, but they are still surviving with the ERP software. So maybe if it takes if their time, they should not spend more time on the software, right? Software is just supporting the business, it should not drive or it should not take more time. So if they get more time and if they can save money on that, they can spend that money in another software, right? So they can invest more on and they can also grow. The industry will also grow. So it's basically helping the industry. Yes, some people are maybe impacted, maybe on a apparently maybe you might feel that okay, people are losing jobs, or maybe there are some areas the job is cut, but yes, there are many areas the job is being created, and there are also the business is also growing, so that's the situation actually.
Yes, sir. Of course. So, as you said that programming languages are right now written by the AI. So, should beginners focus on the AI fundamentals first, or the core finance in case of the EPM or ERP first?
No. What I'm trying to say is you should learn. Of course, you need to know programming languages, but along with that, you need to have some amount of a domain knowledge as well. I mean, only programming language. I know only C
Okay.
programming.
Yeah.
That is not a good approach.
And also it's like knowing multiplication and using calculator, right? You have to know the how to do the multiplication. Then the calculator just helps and make you faster and do a lot of multiplication at the same time. But it just enhance your performance, but you know how to do that, right? So it's the same thing.
And since Safwan sir, you are a founder of a company, so I want to know that suppose I'm giving a job interview in a company. So what are the what is the relevant for the certification or the experience?
Knowledge.
What do you seek in a not okay? Okay.
Okay. So
Fine. Yep.
okay, yeah.
Any other? We can take possibly just one other question.
Sir, I would like to have a question.
Yes.
I would like to drag a little about the Imran's whatever said about as an interviewer, Shopon sir already said that knowledge. But sir, can you just please let me know about how you define that knowledge? For an example, I am coming from an automobile background. I am absolutely blue in that IT sector or whatever currently we are doing the course on EPM. The thing is like knowledge, like how you define the way by through questions or something like that, sir. Like
Anish, yeah.
yeah.
So that when let's say you want to move from another industry to this industry.
Yes, sir.
So we assess, basically Sujata also helps in assessment.
Mm.
Like how long you are working. Let's say we generally don't prefer people moving after 6 or 7 years. Okay.
Mm.
So within that, if people can move, it is okay. Like also, like see, the main thing for anything is your adaptability, your analytical sense, how quickly you can learn, your attitude. So that while interviewing, maybe in different questions, we have gathered that experience. Okay, what
Right.
could be and based on your resume also, how you are performing in other areas. So that we can judge a person, like how it how he is performing, how is his nature and other things. So and that we see it like when you are working in your automobile technology. I'll give you an example. So you have I will see how good you know about that industry, right? So that also matters. So when we implement technologies or implement software for, we have to implement for automobile technologies, we have to implement for mining, we have to implement for FinTech company, we have to implement for a garments factory. So we have to work in various organization in a NGOs or somewhere, so in a different places. Like we have customer various kind of almost in all industries, in the gaming, any industry you pick up. So you have to basically you have the power so that you can grasp the knowledge, you quickly understand those things matters. So it's not always that you are coming from another technology. Okay, knowledge is not there, but your experience, your other things, that time we have to see.
Understood, sir. Understood.
Sujata, you want to add anything?
Sir, if I have a little question about that, on that EPM part, like I would like to ask Shopun sir, what is the most important thing which should like we from the strongest one, like which part, like for an example, like business rule, learning the SQL, like which part should be like non-compromisable? Like if you know less about it, no worries, whenever you will work you will understand, you will know it better. Is there any part which is like you can't compromise? Is there anything like that, any module or any subject or any kind of thing?
Yes, such you have to know. If you want a good consultant, you have to know the whole package, right?
Understood.
Otherwise, yeah, you'll be nowadays like because it is a EPM, the very once it goes into cloud. See, earlier these products were very much limited to the enterprise customer. Enterprise customers is not a small and medium, like over 500 million revenue. Okay, so now now it is available for smaller customers. They have a very small team and also small so their scope might be small, but maybe 1 or 2% is required only to implement. So you need to know everything if you are picking up. In EPM, there are multiple modules inside, like FCCAS, like consolidation, you have PCMCAS, or you have
Yes.
tax reconciliation. So those things you can pick up maybe one, but on inside planning and budgeting, you need everything. Like if you're picking up planning and budgeting, so you can pick up any of this module, that is fine. But inside a module, you have to know everything.
Understood, sir.
Okay, I think we are well past our time. So we would like to close this session now. I would really like to thank Shapon and thank Moshmi and thank all the other organizers who helped us to organize this session. We will keep on doing such sessions in the future so that we can help upcoming professionals. Also, I would like to inform everybody that a recording of this session will be put up in our YouTube channel. So at a later point of time, if anybody wants to take a look at this or understand a little more about any other topics, please feel free to take a look at that recording and feel free to get in touch with any of us through our website or through LinkedIn. Okay, so all of us are there on LinkedIn and we will be happy to get in touch with you. With that, let me close this session.